When the people of God were led by King Saul, they faced a great fight which was frightening them all. The soldiers were scared, and the camp was in mayhem. They were waiting for someone to step up and save them. For the Philistine champion had just been declared, and no one among them could ever compare. Goliath was giant and violent and strong. He was braced for a battle with weapons of bronze. He came down and shouted, by day and by night, "Send someone down who is fit for a fight." But Saul and his army just shuddered in fear at the strength of his armour and size of his spear. There was no one who'd face a great giant like him. No one could save them, for no one would win. Now David, a shepherd, was living nearby, whose brothers had left him to join the front line. The youngest of 8, he'd been out in the fields, until his dad told him to take them a meal. He heard when he got there Goliath's great roar, and confronted the crowd who were scared of the war. "Look, our God is alive, and this battle is his. So who does this giant think that he is?" He came to the king saying, "I'll go and fight." But Saul couldn't see past the problem of height. "He's been battling since birth, whereas you're just a boy." Saul was sure that this meant that he'd soon be destroyed. But David was different. Against all the odds, he knew that no giant was greater than God. The soldiers around him were watching in awe as David refused Saul's own armour and sword. Exposed and alone, he looked set for the grave, but he really believed in a God who could save. As they lined up to fight, both began to take aim. Goliath was cursing, so David proclaimed, "My God doesn't save us by spear or by sword. My God is almighty. The battle's the Lord's." Then swiftly he sprang, holding only a rock. He'd learned how to fight while defending his flock. He hurled the rock high at Goliath's great head. It cracked and he crumpled. Goliath was dead. The army advanced with a shout and a cheer. The battle was over. Their saviour was here. And although they'd just stood there, all scared and concerned, now they shared in a victory they shouldn't have earned. For David fought for them and won for them all. And this unlikely hero should leave us enthralled, for he points us to Jesus, who stepped up to fight. He beat all things evil to make all things right. Exposed and alone, Jesus went to the grave, and by it he showed he's a God who can save. And though we're like the army, concerned and unnerved, we can share in a victory that we don't deserve. For Jesus fought for us, the saviour we need. He's defeated all evil. That's good news indeed.
Hey there, our goal is to make the whole Bible in Lego stop motion. We're a charity and all our content is free for you to watch, so if you enjoyed this video, we'd love your help making the next one. You can donate towards the project at gochatterstudios.org. Thank you so much for your support.